Hey, Catherine, how was your checkup at the doctor's office today? Did it go well?
Yeah, it went really well. There was nothing wrong with my body. The doctor said that the baby is doing really well too. The results from the tests and the measurements are all stable as well. I was told to just continue living well and healthy. There is nothing to be concerned about.
Is that so? I'm really relieved to hear that you and the baby are doing okay. It feels so surreal that the baby will be born in just 3 months' time. I can't believe it's happening so quickly.
You're right. It's so hard to believe that it has already been 7 months since I got pregnant with this baby. Time really flies. When I had my morning sickness, though, during the first couple of months, it was so bad, and each day felt so long, though.
Oh gosh, I remember that. I was really concerned you might pass out at that time. You had it really rough.
Right? That was so bad. I felt sick all the time. But I could get past it, thanks to you supporting me by my side through it all. Thank you so much for that. Johnny, you are the best.
What are you talking about? You're the one who had to go through all that struggle and discomfort. It's all props to you. And your biggest task is yet to come. I need you to take it easy now and prepare for the big moment, Catherine. It's gonna be tough work. Oh, by the way, you said you're going back home to my parents' place soon. Did you already get in touch with the hospital back home? Are you all set?
Yeah, I already got a referral letter from my hospital here. I'll be in good hands when I arrive there. But I'm not sure, you think it's really okay for me to go stay at your parents' place? I feel like it would be a burden on them. I'm worried if it's too much of a trouble for me to be there.
Nah, don't you worry about it. I'm sure it's not trouble for them at all. In fact, they're the ones who invited you to come stay with them anyways. So don't mind about a thing and use that time to fully relax, okay? They'll be happy to have you around.
Thanks. Yeah, if you say so. I'll take it as an opportunity to relax. I'm grateful for your parents too.
But to be honest, it did come as quite a surprise for the both of us, didn't it? Them offering you to come stay at their place. When I told them I wasn't going to be taking over their family business of owning a hotel, they were quite upset, and I can't say we were on great terms since then. We've not really spoken much ever since, so I thought they were still upset about that. But for them to invite you to stay with them, worrying that you might be having a pretty rough time during your pregnancy, was so unexpected. They even said they were sorry for acting cold all this time, saying that family matters and the baby coming are two separate things. That really caught me off guard. Truly, the power of a child is great. I must say I'm really happy though.
That's so true, you're right. I was really surprised when they invited me too. I'm really happy to have someone who cares and looks after me though. It feels so nice. I lost my parents when I was young and I had to live with my older brother, you know. Just the two of us for quite a while. It did get quite lonely for me. I never imagined I'd one day be able to have a home to go back to and parents to stay with. I have a lot to thank you for.
Oh, speaking of your brother, didn't he say he wanted to see the baby immediately after you gave birth? If you stay at my parents' place, it'd be hard for him to come see the baby right after, don't you think?
Don't worry, my brother said he'd take off work and come see the baby anyways, no matter where I would be.
Oh, is that so? I feel kind of bad to make him take off work, though.
Nah, it's okay. He's always busy with work anyways. So he said he's really grateful that I can stay with your parents and have someone to take care of me during this time, especially since he won't be around to do much. He said it makes him less worried, knowing that I'll be in good hands. So thanks on his behalf.
That's true. It's so much better to have some people around right after giving birth, when you're all drowned. At our hotel, there should be a lot of employees around too, so you'll always have someone to rely on.
Right. And isn't it quite a leisure to go back home to a hotel room? I mean, it feels like I'm going on a vacation.
No, our hotel isn't like a 5-star hotel or anything. These days, they're not getting that many customers anyway, so they aren't busy. They have plenty of rooms open for you to stay in.
Is that so? Maybe this would be a good time to advertise them on my social media then. I'll show your hotel and spread the word. I do have quite a number of followers too. So maybe it'll be helpful, even if it's just a bit. Maybe they'll get more guests coming.
Nah, don't worry about it. If you offered to do that, my parents would gladly push you to do more. You'd end up posting on your social media all the time. They'd brag to other people that their daughter-in-law is an influencer.
Oh gosh, I'm definitely not an influencer, so that'd be a little too much. I just got a little more followers from going viral with my pregnancy stories. I just got lucky, I guess. Oh, I have an idea. What if we ask my brother to advertise your hotel in the magazine he makes? We'll make it really slight.
You really think it's a good idea? He's not writing for Time magazine.
You're right. It's all about celebrities, rumors, and gossips. But it is a normal tabloid magazine for the public, so I'm sure that an ad for a hotel wouldn't seem so out of place. It could help, I think.
No, I feel bad to use connections like that, especially since he is your brother. Well, if you're really satisfied with your stay back home, then maybe I'll ask. Just a maybe, though.
Okay then, just tell me anytime. Oh, by the way, I bought a book of names on my way home from the hospital today. We've got to decide on some names for the baby by now. We need to come up with a list.
Oh, wow, thanks. Yeah, you're right. We have to come up with some good names for a little girl. Let us come up with really cute names for our cute baby.
Yeah, let's take a look at the book together once you're home today. I'll save it until then.
All right, I'll be home early today, too. You don't have to work too hard, okay, Catherine? You have to take it easy.
Got it. Thanks, Johnny. But I'll be sure to have dinner ready when you're home. I can do that much.
You can take a rest when you get tired, okay? Don't overwork yourself.
Thanks, but I will be okay. Good luck with your work too, Johnny. I'll see you tonight.
Hey, Catherine, when will you get up? It is already past noon. What are you doing? Get changed already and help me with the cleaning. You are late.
I'm sorry, Mother. I just told Miss Sanchez, the employee here, a little earlier about my conditions, but I don't feel really well today. I actually feel pretty sick and nauseous.
Oh, it's probably just your lack of exercise every day. You don't move around enough. You can't just skip work because you are tired. I won't allow that kind of behavior.
No, really, I'm not trying to skip work because I'm tired. I feel really dizzy and I can't even stay standing up. I have to stay in bed and rest.
Well, it would go away once you start working and get your blood flowing. Can you not be so lazy just because you're pregnant? What do you think you came to our hotel for? To rest?
Well, Mother, I did intend on helping out with the hotel as much as I could, and I do want to be of help if I can. But honestly, it's just too much for me to work all day from morning to night without any breaks. It's really hard for me, especially with my body like this. So please, could you let me rest for a bit just for today? I'm really sorry about it, but I just don't think I can take it today. I am in my last month of pregnancy, and my tummy is so big it's really uncomfortable now.
We are not going to let you eat without working for it. Nothing is free here. You have to work and earn it, you know? It does not matter if you're pregnant or not. We are all equal here. You have to work, and earn to pay for the time you are staying here at our hotel. It doesn't come for free.
Did you invite me here with the intention to make me work here?
What do you mean? I just suggested there's a place for you to come home to and stay. That's all. And how we use you here is our decision, isn't it? Our freedom. You have no right to say no.
I don't really want to say something like this to you, Mother, and I don't mean to be rude. This is really different from what we had been told when you offered for me to stay at your hotel so I can be in a good environment during the last stretch of my pregnancy. Did you trick us into this? I thought you invited me over because you wanted to see your granddaughter once she's born.
Oh, gosh, I don't care what you might have expected here, but this is a hotel, a business. Which means guests come first. It doesn't matter if you're pregnant or not. You're here to work for your stay. So, you better work hard as my son's wife. Plus, you didn't even get pregnant with a boy, am I right?
Yeah, the baby we're expecting is a girl. But does that have anything to do with this at all? Me having a baby girl?
Of course it does. Duh. If you'd been pregnant with a boy, he could have possibly been the heir of our hotel business. In that case, we would have treated you so well since we do want you to give birth to a healthy baby. But the reality is you're pregnant with a baby girl, not a boy. And since it's not a boy, it's not really a problem for you to work a bit hard here. We don't have to treat you so specially.
That is so terrible. The baby's gender has nothing to do with this. Whether the baby is a boy or a girl does not matter.
Well, you have yourself to thank for being pregnant with the baby girl.
If you say that much, you know what? I'm going home.
You think I would allow that? You think you're going to run away? There is no way a pregnant woman in her last month of pregnancy can run away from here anyways. I will send my husband over in seconds if you attempt to run away. If you don't want to get hurt, just shut up, listen to me, and work hard. There is no one here who can help you out. You should know that.
I will have Johnny come pick me up.
Well, you can take that route if you want to. But that's really unfortunate. Depending on how hard you work here now, I was going to stop telling my son to take over the family business. I was going to let him go free. If you go home now, we will cling on to Johnny forever and make him listen to us. He will never be free of our nagging. If you deem him even a bit important to you, why don't you put in a little bit of effort and get through this? All you have to do is work hard here. You are his wife, so you must care enough to do that much, right? Catherine, you have really screwed us over. What were you even thinking passing out in front of the guests like that? What if people start spreading weird rumors about our place? How will you pay for that? You can't even clean quietly without causing us trouble. You can't do that much for us.
You are making a pregnant woman work all day from morning to night every single day. It is no surprise that I would pass out. In fact, I would even argue that anyone would.
What is up with your deviant attitude? You are being rude to your mother-in-law. Don't call an ambulance just because you've passed out. It's no big deal. It surely made our guests uncomfortable and caused them trouble. It was really hard to settle them down after you'd passed out. You better come home from the hospital now. My husband is on his way to the hospital to pick you up. He's driving over now, so you better just listen to him and come home.
I can't believe you're saying such terrible things. This is the last straw. I'm going to bring this hotel to the ground.
What? What are you saying? Who do you think you are? Talking like that to your mother-in-law? Who do I think I am? I'm your beloved son. Hello. It's me, Mom, Johnny. Johnny, I thought this was Catherine's number. Are you pretending to be her son? Are you trying to fool us? No, it's really me, Mom. I came here to the hospital to see Catherine straight from my office. I just got here a while ago and I saw what you've been messaging her. I can't believe you treat her so terribly while I was away and couldn't know about the situation. It was so stupid of me to have trusted you two. I should have known when you changed your attitude towards us all of a sudden. So, this is really Johnny I'm talking to. For the 100th time, yes, it's Johnny, me, your son. I can't believe you overworked my wife, who is pregnant with our baby, to the point where she would pass out. I can't even begin to imagine how tired and drowned she must have been from all the work you made her do. I will never, ever forgive you two for doing this to her, to my wife. But Johnny, think about it. It is all your fault to begin with. It's your fault to have gone your way and done whatever you want without taking over our family business. You should have listened to us. It's because of you and your decisions that Catherine ended up like this. You have yourself to blame here. If you are upset with me, why don't you take it out on me, not Catherine? Catherine has nothing to do with this. She had done nothing wrong to you two. I feel so bad that she had to be treated like this and go through something so terrible, especially during rough times like this. She was already going through a lot with her health conditions. She is your wife. Of course she has something to do with this. If she'd been pregnant with a baby boy, there would have been some room for help. I would have changed my mind. But to be pregnant with a baby girl who can't even be a successor to our business, that is a meaningless pregnancy, in my opinion. Such a shame. You can't say her pregnancy has no meaning. That is so rude. The baby in her tummy is a person too. How dare you say she's meaningless? You really don't care about Catherine and the baby she's carrying. In the worst case scenario, both Catherine and the baby girl could have lost their lives because of what you did to her.
Don't you have enough humanity to care about things like that?
I really don't care, all right? I don't care what happens to your wife or the baby. It has nothing to do with us. It's none of our business.
You two are unbelievable. How can you be so heartless? With your own granddaughter on the way. I am no longer regarding you two as my parents. I will call you two out on what you did to my wife. I will expose you two in your business.
What? What are you saying?
Catherine's older brother works for a publication company. He's in charge of making these weekly tabloid magazines. You probably have seen it too. Timely enough, he said he's having a special article on the scandals of famous hotels in the next issue. In that article, I'm going to ask him to put in what you did to Catherine for everyone to read. It is in line with the hotel's scandal issue. In fact, it's great timing, actually. He said it's a piece of cake to insert that much. This story will be written on the side of the big scandal.
Wait, no, you can't do that. Are you being serious here? There is no way you can do something like that. To expose us in a magazine for everyone to read. There is no evidence that we were actually making Catherine work here anyways.
Well, Catherine really did pass out and had to be sent to the hospital. Look at us now. And there's the evidence of your messages you've been sending her, or more like threatening her. We even got a testimony from the guests who were there when Catherine passed out. I'm pretty sure that's enough to make it into an article and make it quite trustworthy.
A testimony from a guest who was there when she passed out. Who are you referring to?
Well, you and Dad might have been too busy explaining to other guests about the situation and trying to calm things down that you might not have even noticed. But the one who called the ambulance for Catherine was a hotel guest. And since no one was willing to go to the hospital with Catherine, she came along with her in the ambulance. I talked to that guest too and heard all about what happened at the hotel when she passed out. She said Catherine was crying out for help when she'd passed out.
Johnny, you really think it's a good idea to do this? To expose us like this? If that article goes out, a small hotel like ours would go down so quickly. Our business would plummet. Do you understand how serious this is?
Well, Mom, that is exactly why I'm doing this. You said you wanted Catherine to be in a safe environment when she's to give birth. You tricked us by saying that you wanted to help out with the baby once she's born. I believed what you said, and because of that, Catherine was overworked to the point where she even passed out. Do you not understand the extent of what you did? How terrible it was?
You don't care about what might happen to us in our business. Even though our hotel is pretty small, we have employees we have to look after. What would happen to all of their lives? Can you take responsibility for that?
I've heard from the workers who've been there for a long time. I was told that the salary has been going down year by year, and a lot of the employees have moved to other hotels for better pay. It was just a matter of time before your business went out, right? Sooner or later, you would have had to close down the hotel. So it shouldn't be so big of a problem if it goes out of business now. Actually, it probably would not be a problem at all for your employees. The only people who would suffer from that happening are you two, Mom and Dad. So give up. It's over. I'm not here to negotiate.
Catherine, please would you help us out? We are begging you, please. We really need your help. At this rate, our hotel is really gonna go out of business. We are really having a hard time.
Hi, it's been a while since we've talked.
Catherine. Oh, Catherine, please. Tell your brother to take back the article in the magazine. Since the magazine went on sale, we haven't gotten any new reservations. It's affected our sales by a great amount. Plus, we've been getting calls and emails of complaints and slander. It's been really hard for us. If this continues, we are really going to go out of business. Our hotel would have to close down for good.
But Mother, isn't what's written in the article all true? Nothing was made up in that article. You did, in fact, make a pregnant woman work all day long without any breaks and pass out of fatigue in the end. That is the truth.
I am really sorry. I mean it. I want to apologize for that. I'm so sorry, Catherine. But you know, when I was pregnant, I was working all day just like you. It was the norm in our family. That's why I did the same to you. Can you see that?
To make a woman in her last month of pregnancy carry around heavy things is unforgivable. And let's not forget the fact that I had to do those things all day long. without a break, day in and day out?
But hey, you did all those things without complaining, right? If it was that hard for you, like you say, you did not have to do them to the point where you would pass out. You could have just stopped.
Excuse me. I did ask to take a break when I had it really bad, when I felt so dizzy and nauseous that I couldn't even stand up. But you're the one who didn't listen to me. And knowing how tired I was, you even made me promise to work hard if I didn't want you to nag my husband to take over the hotel business. And usually the other employees helped me out so I could handle it. But when I passed out, I was already not feeling well. But my father-in-law pushed me to work regardless.
Even then, even if you say so, you could have said something before being so tired that you would pass out.
Who are you to say that? You never ever listened to what I had to say. I complained so many times to you before, but you never listened to me. And now you're telling me that I should have said something?
This is because I was just so busy with work. I didn't have the time or space to listen to you. I was so overwhelmed with everything.
Well, that didn't really seem like the case to me. You clearly had no intention of listening to me. You only told me what to do.
Catherine, I am really sorry. I will never do something like this to you ever again. I will treat you right from now on.
Well, I am going to cut ties with you, so you won't be able to do something like this again to me.
Oh, no, please don't say such a thing. My husband and I are really sorry for doing something so immature. We are really regretting what we did. But because our son said he doesn't want to take over our family business, we were not in our right minds. We're really sorry.
Johnny stated he would not be taking over your family business years ago. Why now?
Well, it is because we didn't want to admit to the fact. Is it so terrible of us to wish for our son to take over the family business?
No, I don't think so. But even if he took over unwillingly because you'd forced him to do so, I don't think it would have been a good thing for either of you guys anyway. He had his own dreams to chase after. Even when his parents were against him going to college, he worked his way through college and made it on his own. Now he made his dream come true and has a job he's always dreamed of. I highly doubt you have any right to stop my husband's dreams and control his feelings.
But even then, we still wanted him to take over the family business. And if you could have suggested to my son to listen to us and do so, we'd not have to do something like this to you.
I will always be on his side and support him no matter what others say.
We will no longer tell our son to listen to us and take over the hotel business. So please, Catherine, in the next issue of the tabloid magazine, please make a statement saying our hotel isn't really as bad as it sounds.
That's not possible to do in my brother's magazine, at least. They just so happen to have a big scandal of another hotel to make an article about. That's why we could have him write about your hotel on the side. There's nothing more to write an article on this time around, so we can't make another statement in the magazine. If you want to be on a magazine so badly, please just go and post an ad in another travel magazine or something.
But we don't have the money to even do that right now. You know that.
Then please try and look for other things you could do to get your reputation back up. There is nothing more that we can do at this point.
Catherine, please, is there really nothing you can do for us? Anything? At the very least, could you tell our son to support us and give us some funding? Really, our hotel is on the edge of going out of business at this point. If we keep on not getting any reservations, we are really going to have to close down the hotel.
I think that's actually for the best. A hotel that would forcefully overwork a woman in her last stretch of pregnancy should go out of business, in my opinion. A few months later, the hotel business of the parents-in-laws went out of business and closed down. They were losing their guests already anyways, and their service was not as good as other hotels to begin with. My husband even said they would have had to close down even if we did not expose them in an article. My parents-in-law were in debt from long periods of bad management, so now they're filing for voluntary bankruptcy. They did ask us for support and funding, but of course we said no. We had hoped that by giving birth to our child, our relationship with them would improve. but that opportunity was crushed by the actions of the parents-in-law. There will never be another opportunity for them, and we intend on never seeing them again. When my husband first got in touch with them, they said they really wanted to see their granddaughter. But it's just impossible to believe the words of those who'd betrayed us before. We will probably never let them see their granddaughter, ever. And as for me, after passing out, I went home and gave birth to my daughter at a hospital near our house. We made her go through so much because of our reasons. I doubt the environment in my tummy was comfortable for her to stay in. But I'm really happy that she was born healthy, regardless of the situation I put her through. And while I was recovering in the hospital after giving birth, my husband and my brother had moved our stuff to our new house. Our new place is close to my brother's house and is somewhere my parents-in-law do not know about, so I'm sure we can raise our child in peace. I lost my parents when I was still young, so I did have hopes of making a good relationship with my parents-in-law. If I just suffered through this, maybe they would approve of us. Maybe they'd come to peace with my husband. That was what I had hoped. But now I regret putting my daughter through so much danger because of my own hopes. From now on, I'm going to make my daughter my first priority and put her happiness before anything else. And establish a happy family with my husband. The things we wanted our parents to do for us, we're going to do them all for our daughter. Of course, we'll make sure not to be too much of a burden, but we will shower her with a lot of love. Thank you for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel if you want more content like this.